This is a presentation on principles of management. This is chapter 1. Alright, it's from Robbins Coulter, but the concepts are fairly universal. And I'm going to go through this fairly quickly so we can get through it all. But what's an organization? Who are managers? Efficiency versus effectiveness. Bit of managerial levels, what do managers do, and the changing nature of organizations. Then I'll have a very brief review quiz. Alright, and again. So, the concepts are from Robbins Coulter. My name is Mike Knudstrup. I have an MBA and PhD from Florida State University. Many years of teaching and real estate experience. Alright, so what is an organization? There are 3 elements that they need to have. Purpose or goal, their people, and they have a deliberate structure. So these folks here, would they be an organization? Well, they certainly have people, but we're not sure if they have a structure. Maybe one or more of these are leaders, and the rest are kind of following, for example. And if they have a goal, of getting somewhere quickly, then they might be an organization. But you need a goal, people, and structure. For example, the typical hierarchy. All right, the structure with the top managers here and the lower level managers down there. So who are managers? Management is a pretty new profession. It's only been considered for the last couple hundred years or so. Prior to that, people did things in small groups. Now we have large organizations everywhere, and managers and the skill of management are badly needed. Okay, so someone who works with and through other people. If this person here is a good manager and leader and works with and through these people to achieve goals, then we can say that this person is a manager. If they don't achieve their goals and purposes, then my consideration anyway, this person is not a manager, alright, or not a very effective or efficient manager. And that's how we measure to a certain degree how managers are doing. Are they efficient and are they effective? What's doing the right things and what's doing things in the right way? Doing the right things is efficiency. Doing things in the right way is effectiveness. This is the means to the end, or inputs to outputs. This is the ends themselves. So this guy here would be efficient, I think. He's carrying a lot. But if he drops the packages, then it's not effective. You need both. Getting the right stuff done and doing them in an efficient manner to be an effective organization and manager. So, what are the different levels of managers? As I already mentioned, the typical triangle or hierarchy has top managers working their way to middle managers and down to lower level managers who manage the actual operative level employees. Okay, so top managers, it said, tend to have more conceptual skills like vision, seeing the forest from the trees. Lower level managers need more technical skills, and I can't see that very well. Technical skills like how to manage and tell whether or not this person's doing a good job, and to do some training. All managers need interpersonal or human skills, alright, because they deal with people. The professional management is very interpersonal and getting things done through other people. So interpersonal skills are needed mostly at all levels. So what do managers do? Obviously, since we're studying management, this has been an area of interest and research for a long time now. The Polk concept of managers has managers planning, organizing, getting who and what in the right place, leading, guiding, motivating, and controlling to follow up and make sure we've got our results. If not, they make changes. This is a very logical approach to management, like this man seems to be maybe planning ahead, logically thinking about what he's going to do. All right, but for a long time this was the idea on management and what managers do. Henry Mintzberg, a guy came along in the 70s and decided to actually watch people. And what he found was managers really juggled roles, three main roles: interpersonal, all right, dealing with folks, mediating disputes, in disseminating information, about policies, rules, procedures, and making decisions. What are some decisions that managers make? They make lots of decisions, hiring, firing, the materials to use. Management is a continual decision-making exercise. But Mintzberg found that management was really a lot more like juggling and not that old logical thing of the previous Polk slide. Managers jump around from role to role, sometimes only taking a few minutes with each role. Organizations are changing these days, or at least in theory. They're changing from more traditional command and control style. Okay, take charge, do what I say, things are stable, jobs are inflexible, to more employee involvement, where jobs and the work people do is temporary. They may move from job to job or organization. They need to be flexible in what they do. What you're doing this year may change to next year. Of course, not all companies fit this, but in general, organizations are moving towards a newer model of organizing and managing, particularly with the use of technology. It makes things much more flexible and on the go. All right, a little quiz here on what we just covered. Common characteristics of organization. You saw really quickly there. People, purpose, structure. What is doing things in the right way? That is efficiency. And what is doing the right things? That is effectiveness. Here's an example of first line manager, supervisor, foreman, shift leader. Here's an example of a middle manager. These people pass information up and down the hierarchy. District manager, store manager, regional manager. They manage managers. Top managers examples might be CEO, vice president. What are the four functions of managers? Remember, Polk, P-O-L-C. Mintzberg's research on the roles of managers: interpersonal, informational, and decisional. It was an element of the traditional organization. They're stable, they're controlled. And what is an element or elements of the new organization? All right, they're flexible, temporary, team, networked. All right, and that is the end of this presentation.